Hi guys, Bouchard here, and I just want to say that yes, we're gonna do a tutorial today, so I won't waste time right now. So a tutorial with JAWS Tendem, so it's gonna be so cool. So uh, so I will install myself right now, and we'll do that right away. And yes, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So see you later. All right, we're back, guys, and it's it's gonna be on this computer right there.
Clavier visible. Paysage. Bouton principal à gauche.
And yeah, I'm using JAWS right now, and it's gonna read the quick start guide on JAWS Tandem. So it goes like this, and here we go.
Alt-T. Once you pick a topic and press enter on it, use the F6 key to move to and read the information window. JAWS Tandem Quick Référence. Page. Page has 16 headings and 6 links. JAWS Tandem Quick Start Guide. Heading Level 1. JAWS Tandem Quick Start Guide. Use JAWS Tandem trademark to access another computer running JAWS to provide hands-on technical support, write scripts from a distance, or perform remote JAWS training. This feature consists of a controller system, used by support personnel, distributors, dealers, consultants, and trainers, and a target system, which is the customer's JAWS application and computer. A JAWS Tandem connection serves as an online meeting between two JAWS users. A meeting can be conducted over the internet, which is known as a Tandem Center session, or over a private network, known as a Tandem Direct session. The primary connection method is through Tandem Center, a gateway server responsible for creating meeting IDs, verifying proper use of JAWS Tandem, and providing a path between the two systems. After the session is established, the controller can manage and run the target system's desktop. Tandem Center sessions on both the controller and target computers are free of charge. For Tandem Direct sessions left paren typically used by corporations within a network right paren, there is a charge for any computer that acts as a controller, such as a help desk. There is no charge for target computers, such as workstations, in a Tandem Direct session. Remember to visit the same page link frequently asked questions for more information. Verify the following before you begin: list of 3 items, bullet, internet access, bullet, JAWS, or Fusion 2022, or later left paren, recommended right paren. If you need to connect to a Tandem session using JAWS or Fusion 2020 or 2021, make sure you are running the November 2021 updates for these versions. Bullet: if you are having issues connecting to the Tandem Center, please make sure that internet address tandem2 freedomscientific.com and port 443 be given access in the firewall. If you are in a corporate environment, please contact your IT team with this information. List end heading level 2 starting a JAWS Tandem Center session. Note: the controller user provides the target user with a meeting ID. The ID is automatically generated for the controller during the connection process as described in the following procedure. To start a JAWS Tandem Center session on a controller computer, do the following: list of 6 items. 1. Press Insert plus J to open the JAWS application window. 2. Press Alt plus U to open the Utilities menu. 3. Select JAWS Tandem from this menu, and then select Tandem Center from the next submenu. 4. Select Get Access to a Computer, which then opens the Get Access to a Computer dialog box. 5. Press Space Bar to activate the Get Access button. The Meeting ID created dialog box opens. An alphanumeric ID appears in the Meeting ID read-only edit field. It is not case sensitive. 6. Provide the target user with a meeting ID, and then wait for the connection process to complete on the target system. After successful connection with the target, you have access to the target system's desktop. Note that once an ID is generated, it is valid for 60 minutes until a connection is made. If you have not made a connection within this period, you must obtain a new ID from the Tandem Center. List and note: instead of having the target user walk through similar menus, tell the user to press Insert plus Alt plus T. This will open the Allow Access to My Computer dialog box, and place focus in the Meeting ID edit box. You can then give the user the meeting ID that was created for you. On the target computer, do the following: list of 3 items. 1. Press Insert plus Alt plus T. The Allow Access to My Computer dialog box opens. 2. Type the meeting ID into the edit box. The ID is not case sensitive. 3. Press Tab, and then Space Bar to activate the Allow Access button. After the controller and target successfully connect, the controller has access to the target system's desktop. List end heading level 2 running a session as a controller, you can run the target system using JAWS and Braille just as if you are sitting in front of that computer. Use the same JAWS keystrokes and functionality that you are familiar with to control the target system. JAWS keystrokes work no matter which type of keyboard layout is used: laptop or desktop. Heading level 3 JAWS Tandem keystrokes. Note: when using the laptop keyboard layout, substitute caps lock for insert when typing a JAWS Tandem keystroke. List of 3 items: bullet, Insert plus Alt plus T in session, and can be issued from controller or target systems. Note: you can also use this keystroke to start JAWS Tandem on a target system. Bullet insert plus alt plus tab suspense or resumes a JAWS Tandem session in order to toggle between target system's desktop and controller system's desktop. Only available on controller system semicolon cannot be used by target system. Bullet insert plus control plus shift plus V toggles video on or off. Video is off by default. When video is on, it lets sighted users watch JAWS Tandem activity. Only available on controller system semicolon cannot be used by target system. List and note: if JAWS is running with Zoom Text or as Fusion, you must always use insert plus alt plus T to start or end a tandem session even when using the laptop keyboard layout. Heading level 3 remote clipboard: use the Ctrl plus C keystroke to copy text with formatting from the target system, and then use Ctrl plus V to paste text into a file on the controller system. This is ideal for support personnel who want to copy specific text from a log file on the target system. Note: remote clipboard will not transfer files. Heading level 2 disconnecting a session: press insert plus alt plus T to terminate a session at any time from either the controller system or the target system. Each system regains control of its own desktop. Heading level 2 tandem direct session: a tandem direct session is used for enterprise networks in a business when two JAWS users are connected to the same network. All functionality and keystrokes previously mentioned for a tandem center session are applicable for a tandem direct session. Starting a tandem direct session is slightly different than a tandem center session as outlined in the following list. List of 5 items. Bullet: determine which computer will be the controller and which will be the target. Bullet: the first time you run a tandem direct session on a target system, you must unblock the program JT Target so that it can communicate through Windows Firewall. Bullet: the target system always initiates the session, and it must provide its meeting ID and its host name to the controller. Bullet: by default, the target system listens on port 3000. If you change the port setting, remember to configure the controller system for the same port. Bullet: the controller can turn on video to view JAWS Tandem activity. List end heading level 3 starting a JAWS Tandem direct session: a JAWS Tandem direct session is always launched from the target computer. To start, do the following: list of 6 items. 1. Press insert plus J and then alt plus U to open the utilities menu in the JAWS application window. 2. Press T to open the JAWS Tandem submenu, and then R to open the Tandem direct submenu. 3. Press A to choose allow access to my computer. A dialog box opens with focus in the meeting ID edit box. 4. Type a value into the meeting ID edit box. The meeting ID can be letters, numbers, or a combination of both. The maximum ID length is 64 characters, and it is not case sensitive. You will provide this ID to the controller user. 5. Press tab to move to the host name or IP address read-only edit box. Provide the controller user with a host name, for example, abc-def001. 6. Press tab to move to the allow access button, and press spacebar to activate the button. List and note: as a target system, a Windows security alert dialog box may appear after pressing the allow access button. If this happens, choose the unblock button and press spacebar. Left paren if a user account control dialog box opens, choose the continue button and press spacebar. Right paren this action adds the JT target program to an exceptions list in Windows Firewall on the target system. List of 1 item 7. Wait for the controller user to enter the target information. On a successful tandem direct connection, JAWS announces tandem connection open. The controller system now has access to and can operate the target system. List and to start a JAWS Tandem direct session on the controller computer, do the following: list of 6 items. 1. Press insert plus J to open the JAWS application window, and press alt plus U to open the utilities menu. 2. Press T to open the JAWS Tandem submenu, and then R to open the Tandem direct submenu. 3. Press G to select get access to a computer. A dialog box opens, and focuses in the host name or IP address edit box. 4. Type the host name, provided to you by the target user, into the edit box. 5. Press tab to move to the meeting ID edit box, and type the ID provided by the target user. 6. Press tab to move to the enable video checkbox. If you are a sighted user and want to watch the JAWS Tandem activity on the target system, select the checkbox. If you do not need video, clear the checkbox. List and note: by default, the enable video checkbox is cleared however, if you selected the checkbox in a previous session, JAWS Tandem remembers this setting and uses it for the next session. Also, video can be toggled on or off at any time during a session using insert plus control plus shift plus V. List of 1 item 7. Press tab to move to the get access button and press spacebar to activate the button. After successfully connecting with the target, you now have control of the target system's desktop. If the connection fails, verify that Windows Firewall is not blocking JT Target on the target system. Also verify that host name, meeting ID, and port settings match. List end heading level 2 configuring Windows Firewall for tandem direct sessions. Note: the following procedures are only necessary if JT Target is later blocked on the target system. The target system uses a program named JT Target. It must be added to an exceptions list on the target system so that the program can communicate through Windows Firewall. Left paren it is not necessary to do this on the controller system. Right paren Windows lets you unblock this program when you first create a Tandem Direct session. Later, if you block the program by deleting JT Target from the Windows Firewall exceptions list or by clearing the JT Target checkbox in the exceptions list, an error message or a Windows security alert will appear the next time the target and controller try to connect. Heading Level 3 Adding JT Target to the exceptions list. If you previously deleted the JT Target program from the exceptions list in Windows Firewall, use the following steps to add the program: list of 7 items. 1. Open the Windows Control Panel and then select and open Windows Firewall. 2. Navigate to and select the Allow an app or feature through Windows Firewall link. If a user account control dialog box opens, choose the Continue button and press spacebar to activate the button. 3. Select Change Settings and then select the Allow another app button. 4. Choose the Browse button in the Add a Program dialog box, and then type jttarget.exe in the file name combo of the Browse dialog box. 5. Press Enter. The program is added to the Programs list in the Add a Program dialog box. 6. Choose OK. JT Target is added to and selected in the Allow Programs list. 7. Press Tab to move to the OK button and press Spacebar to save the change and close Windows Firewall. The controller system can now connect to the target system. List End Heading Level 3 Windows Firewall Exception for Tandem Direct. If you previously cleared the JT Target checkbox in the exceptions list, do the following to select the checkbox: list of 6 items. 1. Open the Windows Control Panel and then select and open Windows Firewall. 2. Navigate to and select the Allow an app or feature through Windows Firewall link. If a user account control dialog box opens, choose the Continue button and press Spacebar to activate the button. 3. Select Change Settings and then select the Allow another app button. 4. In the Allow Programs list, use the arrow keys to move to JT Target. 5. Press Spacebar to select the checkbox. 6. Press Tab to move to the OK button and press Spacebar to save the change and close Windows Firewall. The controller system can now connect to the target system. List End Heading Level 2 Connection Audit Logging. JAWS Tandem maintains a log of session activity using the Windows Event Log service. These events are used to record the beginning and end of a session, the suspension and continuation of a session, and errors triggered before a session starts. The advantage of having such a log is that consultants and trainers now have a record of JAWS Tandem activity, which is useful for tracking time for billing purposes and so on. The event log can be set up so that only administrators can delete events. Also, users assigned any privilege level can write events to the event log. Note: JAWS Tandem event logging does not record user activity. It only logs session errors and the start, suspension, restart, and end of a session. List of 3 items. Bullet to learn more about events. See same page link. JAWS Tandem events. Bullet to learn more about the event properties. See same page link. JAWS Tandem event properties. Bullet to launch the event viewer. See same page link. Opening the event viewer. List End Heading Level 3 JAWS Tandem events. JAWS Tandem events and actions trigger an entry in the event log. The following events are available. For event details, see same page link. Event properties. List of 5 items. Bullet event ID 1 Tandem session error: an error event describing when a session cannot be established. This can be caused by the following: list of 4 items. Nesting level 1 bullet meeting ID used by the target does not match the meeting ID used by the controller. Bullet target and controller are unable to find a common voice synthesizer. Bullet meeting ID expired. Bullet network error occurred: can be caused by the target computer not communicating with the Tandem Center. List End Nesting level 1 bullet event ID 2 Tandem session started: an information event showing when a session is established between a controller and target computer. It appears in both the controller and target event logs. Bullet event ID 3 Tandem session concluded: an information event showing when a session ended. This can be caused by the target or controller computer closing the session, or by a network error closing the session. It appears in both the controller and target event logs. Bullet event ID 4 Tandem session suspended: an information event showing when the controller suspended a session. This is done by toggling between the target system desktop and the controller system desktop using Insert plus Alt plus Tab. It appears in the target event log. Bullet event ID 5 Tandem session resumed: an information event showing when the controller resumed the session. This is done by toggling between the controller system desktop and the target system desktop using Insert plus Alt plus Tab. It appears in the target event log. List End Heading Level 3 JAWS Tandem event properties. Event properties provide information about a JAWS Tandem event. The amount of detail given depends on the event ID type. For example, an event ID 4 logs only the meeting ID, whereas an event ID 3 provides details for all of the following event properties: list of 8 items. Bullet meeting ID: the alphanumeric ID that is used to start a session. For a Tandem Center session, this is the value that is automatically generated for the controller computer. For a Tandem Direct session, this is the value entered in the meeting ID edit box on the target computer. Bullet meeting type: indicates if the meeting is a Tandem Center or Tandem Direct session. Bullet user role: indicates if the controller or target computer started or ended the session. It also indicates whether the error occurred on the controller side or the target side of the session. Bullet peer machine name IP address : the machine name of the other computer in the session. For Tandem Direct sessions, the IP address is also included. Bullet peer username : the username associated with the other computer in the session. Bullet duration : indicates the total duration of the session in hours, minutes, and seconds. This value also includes the amount of time the session was suspended. Bullet suspend time : indicates the duration that the session was suspended by the controller system. Bullet reason : a 3-digit code that explains why a session could not be established. The following error codes are available: list of 6 items, nesting level 1, bullet 001, the controller or target computer could not connect to the Tandem Center. Bullet 002, the meeting ID expired. This code applies to the controller computer in a Tandem Center session. Bullet 003, the Tandem Center rejected the meeting ID. This code applies to the target computer in a Tandem Center session. Bullet 004, the controller computer could not connect to the target computer. This applies to Tandem Direct sessions. Bullet 005, there is a mismatch between the meeting ID entered for the controller system and the meeting ID entered for the target system. This code applies to Tandem Direct sessions. Bullet 006, the controller computer and target computer could not agree on a common voice synthesizer to use for the session. List end nesting level 1, list end heading level 3, opening the event viewer. To open the event viewer, do the following: list of 9 items. 1, press Windows key plus X to open the quick link menu, then navigate to event viewer and press enter. If the user account control dialog box opens, choose continue. The event viewer left local right tree menu opens. 2, press W to select Windows logs from the event viewer left local right tree view. If necessary, press right arrow to open Windows logs. 3, press A to select application. 4, press Alt plus A to open the action menu, and choose Filter Current Log. The Filter Current Log dialog box opens. 5, select the information and error checkboxes. Clear the critical, warning, and verbose checkboxes. 6, press Tab one time from the information checkbox and then press Insert +3, followed by Alt plus down arrow to open the event source combo box list. 7, select JAWS X, where X is the JAWS release number. Make sure the checkbox is selected by pressing space bar, and then press enter. 8, choose OK to apply the event filter and close the dialog box. 9, press F6 to move focus to the application list. You can now view all JAWS Tandem events. When reviewing audit points, use the meeting ID to make sure that you are viewing all events associated with a single session. List end heading level 2 FAQs question: what version of JAWS must the controller and target system have? Answer: JAWS 2020 or later. An authorized license is needed if you are going to be a controller. Question: how responsive is the JAWS Tandem session? Answer: you will be amazed. It's very much like remote desktop or Citrix. Question: can JAWS demo or JAWS 40-minute mode be used with JAWS Tandem on either the controller or target system? Answer: yes, you can use JAWS as a demo for a target system during Tandem sessions. Question: during a Tandem session, which keyboard layout, laptop or desktop, is used? Answer: the layout used on the controller side of the session is the primary keyboard layout used by both the controller and target systems. Question: can a sighted user who is using a mouse on the controller computer work with a target computer, or is it limited to keyboard use only? Answer: the mouse is also active when running JAWS Tandem, provided that you turn on the video output on the controller side. Question: what are the main uses of this outside of training and tech support? For example, can it be used to work with web developers for usability testing? Answer: yes. It can also be used by consultants to help with scripting and debugging issues from a distance. Question: can JAWS Tandem be used by a JAWS user to remote into computers of sighted colleagues that don't necessarily use JAWS? Answer: yes, if the sighted colleagues install JAWS as a demo on their computers. Question: what is the difference between JAWS Tandem and remote desktop, Citrix, or terminal services? Answer: JAWS Tandem lets you, the controller, run in the target's user session while the target user is on the computer at the same time. Remote desktop/terminal/Citrix is running on your own desktop on the remote machine, and no one on the other side can see or hear it. For support purposes, JAWS Tandem is perfect. Question: while in a JAWS Tandem session, can the controller use the Task Manager on the target computer? Answer: yes. To launch Task Manager on the target side, you must use the keystroke Control plus Shift plus Escape. Or press Windows key plus R to open the Run dialog box, and then type Task Manager and press Enter. Note that if you try to use Control plus Alt plus Delete to open the Task Manager, this command will be executed on the controller's machine. Question: from the controller system, can I hear the target system's audio? Answer: yes. During a JAWS Tandem session, events that generate sounds on the target system, such as a Windows program error, entry, and exit of auto forms mode, or other JAWS sounds associated with the Speech and Sounds Manager, can be heard on the controller system. This means that when an event occurs on the target system, a notification is sent to the controller system so that the controller computer plays the same or a similar WAV file. This is very helpful to support personnel and trainers running the JAWS Tandem session. Question: Can I change my synthesizer during a session? Answer: No. After a session is established, you can only change the pitch or volume of your synthesizer. Question: Can my English United States left paren ENU right paren computer use JAWS Tandem to connect to an English United Kingdom left paren N right paren or Australian left paren ENA right paren computer? Answer: Yes. Systems with different minor languages left paren dialects right paren will work in JAWS Tandem. Question: Can my English computer use JAWS Tandem to connect to a computer with a different major language such as French or Spanish? Answer: No. You would first need to switch one of the computers to match the other's apostrophe major language before starting the JAWS Tandem session. Question: Can a controller temporarily turn off any JAWS user settings on the target computer in order to troubleshoot a problem that the target computer is having? Answer: Yes. Use the Manage Application Settings dialog box located in the Options menu of the JAWS application window. In this dialog, you can choose to disable all settings, default settings, or selective applications without having to restart JAWS. A restart would end the JAWS Tandem session. This is a great way to troubleshoot a problem by ruling out any user modifications or third-party scripts. Question: If either the controller or target computer needs to be restarted, what will happen to the JAWS Tandem session? Answer: You would need to start a JAWS Tandem session again with a new meeting ID after the computer restarts. It is suggested that the controller or target end the JAWS Tandem session with insert +Alt+T before rebooting the computer. Question: How many computers can join a JAWS Tandem session? Answer: There can only be 2. One controller and one target. Question: If you are using an app such as Teams or Skype to talk between 2 different computers, can you also use JAWS Tandem without ending the call? Answer: Yes, this can be very useful as well. The controller can explain what is being done and the target user can ask questions during the entire session, consequently avoiding a phone call. Question: What if either computer receives a Teams or Skype call during a JAWS Tandem session? Can it be answered? Answer: If the call is on the target computer, then either the target user, or controller for that matter, can answer. If the call is on the controller side, then the controller can answer it by toggling back to his or her own desktop by using insert +Alt+Tab without having to end the JAWS Tandem session. Question: What is the role of the Tandem Center? Answer: The Tandem Center allows 2 arbitrary JAWS users anywhere on the internet to connect to each other. The Tandem Center gets data from one user and passes it to the other user. Question: Who runs the Tandem Center? Answer: The Tandem Center is hosted by Freedom Scientific. Question: How does JAWS Tandem communication work? Answer: JAWS Tandem uses a proprietary protocol to establish a connection and transport data between 2 computers. To achieve security, it uses TLS 1.2 encryption. Question: Does Freedom Scientific know about what I am doing if all data travels through the Tandem Center? Answer: Freedom Scientific does not record the contents of any session. The session infrastructure is set up so that once a session begins, the data is encrypted so that the Tandem Center server cannot decipher the information. Question: Can the target user disconnect the session if they do not like the controller user's actions? Answer: Yes. Any user can disconnect at any time by pressing insert +Alt+T. Question: My firewall is blocking the connection to the Tandem Center. What do I do? Answer: The Tandem Center address is Tandem2. FreedomScientific.com. The port is 443. If Tandem Center is being blocked, configure your firewall to allow access to this address and port. Question: For a Tandem Direct session, what port does the target system listen to for a connection to the controller system? Can I change the port? Answer: For a Tandem Direct session, the target system listens on port 3000 by default. If you need to change the port setting, choose the Options button in the Allow Access to My Computer dialog box, and type a new port number in the port edit box. Remember to tell the user on the controller side so that JAWS Tandem on the controller system can be configured for the same port. The Options button is in the Get Access to a Computer on the controller system. Question: I use the DTalk hardware synthesizer. My friend wants to connect to me and help me configure e-mail. He does not have DTalk and uses Vocalizer Expressive. Can we have a JAWS Tandem session? Answer: Yes. JAWS Tandem will detect that you and your friend have different synthesizers. It will offer to switch both of you to Eloquence for the length of the sessions. You both will connect and work for the length of the session using Eloquence. After the JAWS Tandem session ends, both you and your friend will go back to your synthesizers automatically. Question: My Tandem Direct connection fails and JAWS announces the following message: A connection attempt failed because the connected party did not properly respond after a period of time, or the established connection failed because the connected host has failed to respond. What happened? Answer: On the target system, you must add an exception to the JT target program in the Windows Firewall dialog box. To do this, open Control Panel and choose Windows Firewall. Next, press Ctrl+Tab to switch to the exceptions page. In the Programs and Services list, use the arrow keys to move to JT target. Press spacebar to select the checkbox. Press Tab to move to the OK button and press spacebar to save the change and close Windows Firewall. Make a Tandem direct connection again. If this still does not work, restart JAWS and try to connect again. Save page link back to top. Top.
Arrêter l'enregistrement. Prendre une photo. Bouton. Prendre une photo. Bouton. Clavier masqué.
Oh.
Viseur. Image. Touchez 2 fois et maintenez appuyé pour régler l'exposition. Arrêter l'enregistrement. Prendre une photo. Bouton. Arrêter l'enregistrement vidéo. Bouton.
Well, guys, I just hope you have enjoyed that. This session on JAWS Tendem, because I have enjoyed it so much. You're at the same time, you're learning so much, about keystrokes and keyboard shortcuts in JAWS, and at the same time, it's helping me to learn in the future what I could do in Reaper, for example, with those keyboard shortcuts. So especially for a blind person. Yes, on that note, guys, I just hope you have enjoyed that, and see you soon. And by the way, yeah, it was 2020, 2021, yeah. Just to don't feel confused about all of this, guys. So no. Because it's yeah.
Prendre une photo. Bouton.
It's
Arrêter l'enregistrement vidéo. Bouton.
we're in 2023 right now, so yeah, approaching 2024. So JAWS is gonna renew its subscription and all. So yeah, and its features. All right. So on that note, hope to see you soon, guys.